Happy Friday, Rancher Ranchers. I hope everybody had a good couple of weeks. Sorry we didn't come to you last week. We had some family festivities and I was not able to make it out here. Anyway, this week, as you can see, Louie has his boots back on. As I mentioned before, I was concerned with the fall and how Louie was going to fare, and unfortunately he's not faring very well. He is back to having his episodes, and his feet are bothering him. So we went ahead and we put some boots on. Yes, we went ahead and painted them orange so when he flips them off I can find them. But I'm at a loss as to what's causing it. I mean, obviously it's the change in seasons, but physically, what is actually happening in him that it's causing it. That's really what I want to get down to the crux of, so that we can help him. I just put the boots on, and this is honestly the most comfortable that he's looked since I've been home. And one of the things that happened this week is that he choked, which was and is unusual for him. To be honest, I'm not sure if he had an episode that caused the choke or the choke is what caused the episode. But it was pretty scary. He laid down a couple of times. It almost looked like he was having seizures. But he wasn't. I know what seizures look like in a horse, and that wasn't it. But essentially his body just gave out on him. While he was eating, I could tell that his legs seemed really unstable, and that this was before he even gave any signs that he was choking. And then he walked over into the barn and he just laid down. And yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, it was very, very scary. I jumped on the phone and did an emergency call to my vet. By that time, he had gotten back up. And it was a long 2 hours. Obviously, I was able to get the choke resolved, and it's a process. It's unfortunately, I have enough experience with chokes that I can usually work them out. And fortunately I was with him, and he finally calmed down enough that he was allowing me to work the choke out. But it takes, hot water, not hot water, but it takes a towel that's soaked in warm water and then massaging him. And it's just a process. But we got through it. He went back out with the guys and was fine. And he was fine the next day, for as good as he's going to be in the fall. For those that came out to open house, thank you so much for coming out, and it was a pleasure meeting so many of you. But he was fine at open house. He was running up and down the line. For those that weren't here, I closed off the first pasture, so the pasture that he's in right now, everybody was in, and there were other horses here doing the wagon rides, and he was running up and down the line and kind of putting on a show. So he was feeling good, and then as soon as the temperature started to drop, he started having problems with his back end, and then he started having problems with his front end, and you know, that's where we are right now. And I decided to start him back up on his regiment that we used over the winter time. I'm starting it off slowly because if you remember, he decided that he wasn't going to have it. He stopped eating it in the spring. So I want to make sure that we do it slowly and we add things back slowly. So I started with the nerve boost, and we'll see how it goes from there. It's going to be a few weeks to get him back up to the full regiment. If I even am. At some point he might say, no, this is too much medication again, and call it, stop eating on me. So that's another issue. But so we're back to square one with him, which is quite honestly very disheartening, because he had such an awesome summer. You guys know I'm an open book. He worries me. Monday was probably the most scared I've been in a while. Because honestly, like I said before, I didn't know if I was losing him or not. And I didn't know what was causing it, and he wasn't presenting as a normal choke. I've been around horses that have choked enough that I know, what happens and what they do, and I ended up videoing it for for Dr. Lauren so that she could see it and help me, and even she said that it looked like his episode. It didn't look like he was actually choking or anything. So that's why I was so scared, because I just didn't know what was going on, and to me it just looked like his body was just giving out on him. So it might be that when he just gets stressed out, that's what happens with his body. But yeah, as you can see, he's fine now. He's ate his dinner already, and he's eating some grass right now, and I think he might be making his way out to the second pasture with Charlie and Chase. Ronnie Rones is still in the barn trying to get some scraps of something or other. But that's how Louie's doing. So some healing thoughts to him would be muchly appreciated. Send him all the positive energy that you can. And we'll hopefully get him to the other side. So let's go and see Apollo and Ellie, and I'll give you an update on that. So cue the walking music. While we're walking, I just want to thank everybody who came out to the open house almost 2 weeks ago tomorrow. It was wonderful to see everybody, and we had a nice turnout, and Ellie and Apollo were rock stars. I wasn't really sure how they were going to do with having so many people around, and the hustle and bustle. It's pretty relaxed here. It's pretty calm. We don't have a whole ton of visitors. We have like one or two at a time, not like over 100. So it was they did very, very well. They came to the gate a couple times and said hello to everybody, and Apollo really liked the attention, quite honestly. He did really, really well. As you can see, Apollo is doing very well. Dr. Lauren was out last week and to give boosters, and said that he looks fabulous, and that we probably should start dialing back his how much he's eating, because he has put on the weight so well. We've also started him on vitamin E, and that came in on Monday. That is to help his immune system and hopefully to help his hoof out a little bit, and to help out with his coat as well. So he takes it like a champ. Nothing bothers him. He's so funny. Like I said before, they are the most well-adjusted horses. So he's doing very, very well, and just to show off his top line, because quite honestly, I'm pretty darn proud of it. The vitamin E is also going to help and fill out more this top line. Hi, buddy. I know you're like, what the heck you doing? But he's filled in quite nicely, and the vitamin E will help with that too. So his hoof has been bothering him too. So I have him in, I don't have it on right now, but during the evenings he has it on, and then during the day he has it off. At night he likes to walk around a lot more than he does during the day. So, I just want to give him that added cushion when he's walking around. I do notice that, as you guys saw, he is laying down more. He goes out to lay down during the day, which I'm pretty sure that's because of the colder temperatures. When it was warmer, he really just wanted to stay in the barn, and not have to deal with the heat and the flies. But yeah, he really enjoys taking his morning naps with Ellie. She just likes to plain old roll. He likes to lay down and take a nap. But that is how Apollo's doing. Ellie just took a drink of water. She's back to eating her dinner. She's doing really, really well. I'm going to go from the other side so my shadow doesn't block her. Hi, Elle. She's doing really, really well. And I was super proud of her for the open house. She wasn't as confident as Apollo was, and kind of just hung out with me, which was fine. She actually at one point wrapped herself around me, which was super cute. But she did handle it well. She did come out of the barn, and everybody got to take a look at her, and everybody commented how beautiful she is. And other than that, her weight is really good. Dr. Lauren was very pleased with how she looks, and for being a almost 30-year-old horse, she looks absolutely amazing, and she's so mobile too. Like, she likes walking around and doing her own thing, and going on adventures. This week we did start our training challenge again, and Ellie and Apollo will be taking part in it. This first week was catching, and I took some video of Ellie and I catching. She's super easy to catch. All you have to do is call her and she comes. There's no having to chase her around or anything like that. So maybe at some point I will post some videos of what we're doing. But she was a rock star in the first week. I haven't told the group, the training group as a whole, that Ellie is blind. I think I'm going to wait until the end on that, and especially the Trevor and Tara. I'm not sure if they know that Ellie is blind, but yeah, I think I'll leave that until the end for my end video to say, you know, just because she's blind, look at all the stuff that she can do. And Apollo, we didn't do the catching. It started to rain, so I couldn't get video of him, but I will this weekend. And everything that Ellie's gonna do, Apollo's gonna do too. So I'm gonna do both of them at one time. Obviously, Louie, this go round, he has off for this training challenge. He's just not up to it, and it's not going to be, it wouldn't be fair to him. So no reason for him to go through it again. You know, yes, I want to advance him and everything, but you know, it's what's best for him that is what I care about. It's not a training challenge. So Ellie and Apollo will be the stars, and you know, hopefully somebody will see everything that they can do and go, hey, I'd love to add them to my herd. Who knows? That's the goal, though. But anyway, guys, that's it for this week. A little bit too much excitement. Apparently, having you know, a few months of calmness came to a screeching halt this week. But hopefully Louie will be fine, and I'm trying to set up some time for Rob, our chiropractor, to come out. He was going to try and squeeze us in last night, but it was a little bit too late, and it was going to be dark, and I just didn't think it was going to be the best scenario for Rob to be coming out and meeting Apollo for the first time. Apollo is going to be the one who gets the adjustment along with Louie. We'll see how it goes with Ellie. I'm not quite sure if she's going to have an adjustment too. She walks very well, and has a good range of motion. Apollo and Louie do not, so that's why I want to bring Rob in and have him work on the boys. But I'll let you guys know when Rob is coming, and you know, post some video or at least some pictures of him working on them. Well, guys, that's it for this week. I hope everybody has a nice weekend. Try to stay warm. It's cold here in Western New York right now. So stay warm, be well, and we'll talk next week, guys. See you later.